Is your bullish view on US Treasuries, I mean, do you think that's where the best value is? Or do you think there are even better opportunities in some of the other G3 markets or even emerging markets, given that backdrop view of Treasuries?
Yeah, that's an interesting angle. I mean, our bullish view isn't new. We tend to have a structural bias towards lower yields, and I think now we've got a cyclical and structural alignment. In terms of the better values, you've got to look at those regions where there's a high sensitivity to the property market, and of course it's the usual suspects. So those where a high proportion of mortgages are short rate or variable rate, Korea, Australia, UK, Canada, in no particular order, are all interesting ones to look at. I think it could well be that other central banks are already pausing, albeit conditionally. And you saw that from Korea earlier today, that there are conditional pauses coming through. And you know, people seem to think the Fed's next move is up, but that could become a conditional pause. And then the market tends to extrapolate that.
Just thinking slightly further ahead, Stephen, you say you've got a structural bias towards lower yields, something we talked about many times, I think, with you. I wonder where you see the rates settling. I was interested to note that the IMF is suggesting that we could go back to an ultra-low rates environment. They see various reasons to believe that. Do you see that as well?
Yeah, I don't think the framework has changed since pre-COVID, Anna. It's the debt overhangs and aging populations that are key factors. There are others. You can think about technology and wealth inequality. They all argue for the same rate, if not lower, as the longer run equilibrium. The counter argument is to do with spending on net zero and defense spending for some countries, all of that putting a greater burden on governments. That could push the R-star upwards. But I think that the old factors, if you like, continue to outweigh the potential new ones.